So I gave a presentation about a new initiative launched by ACI, and this initiative is called ACRIS, Airport Community Recommended Information Service. And what we want to deliver is on the basis of software-oriented architecture, a plug between the different information systems of airlines and airports.
So it's getting the two sides to talk to each other effectively much better?
Yes, indeed. Up to now we have standards for processes defined and agreed about between airport and airlines. We also have standards for the data formats, but the missing link is a technical link how to transport this information from one to each other.
And what were some of your key points? How do you actually make this happen?
So, we want to use the technology of software-oriented architecture. This means we will define web services which could be used very easily from an airline, from an airport, as soon as they are connected to the internet, as soon as they use a web server which is also available as an open software. And this could help with one defined service. A service, for example, is a service, give me the information that the passenger has arrived at the airport. So one airport could talk with dozens of airlines, or an airline can talk with every airport they are fly to.
And up until now, that kind of transfer of information hasn't existed or just hasn't easily been done?
It nearly has not existed, yes. Or if it existed, it was a one-by-one agreement, and so for an airline, for example, they could have dozens of agreements. Or an airport, if the airport wanted to share this information with the airlines, he needed not only dozens of agreements, dozens of interfaces, dozens of servers, and so on and so on. So it was very, very hard stuff.
And obviously once you have this kind of information, that's very powerful, isn't it? The benefits are fantastic.
Yeah, I think we are even in a phase where we don't know how big the benefits will be, but we are very convinced that benefits will be major decrease in costs, and on the other side, a very easy access to data airports and airlines need for their daily business.
And with that sort of data, you can analyze a passenger's movement through their journey in a data way, so you can actually improve that in the long term?
Yeah, but yes, in the long term there are a lot of possibilities, but actually we are focusing on a few critical points. One is to support common use package drop-off, where as a common use package drop-off, there is one airport facilitating a package for passengers of many airlines, and we will concentrate on the point that we as an airport can deliver the information a passenger has just arrived in the terminal to the airline. At the moment, the situation, if you do a home check-in, the situation is that the airline for the first time knows that you are at the airport is when you board, when you go to the gate for boarding.
And what's the reaction to being able to look at this information? What was the reaction after your presentation?
I think the reaction was quite positive. Spontaneously after the presentation, another airport and a vendor expressed their interest to join the group, the ACRIS working group, to help to extend these standards. And this is one side, and on the other side, last week there was a meeting of the ACI World IT Standing Committee, and we endorsed this standard, and we asked our chairman to present this to the ACI World Governing Board, and we're quite sure that the World Governing Board will say, yes, we will develop this recommended practice.
And why was it important that you came to this conference in particular to talk about ACRIS and to spread the message?
I think there are only a few chances to address such a lot of airport people. This conference is one of the major chances to do this. And on the other side, of course, I also want to learn more about recent developments in other fields, and so it's very easy to go to the sessions or to stroll around and look what is happening.